Yep.
Hey, it's Aaron, GameEnthus.com, checking out Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Usual, just
Shovel Knight
some
was
stuff.
my game of the year in 2014. Uh, this game was just, I don't know. I really,
Okay, so this is
I have
next.
gushed about this game
Okay.
so much. Yeah, but anyway, I'm glad it got released on the Xbox One, the PS4, the Vita, because it gives me a chance to gush about it even more. Um, I actually just took the video from the review I did for the PC version last year, so if you're not hearing anything right now, that's why, because you'd be hearing my voice echo, but saying something different, which probably wouldn't really be an echo with it. But if you're reading it, it gives you a sense of the exposition of the tale, the story behind the game about Shovel Knight and his companion, Shield Knight, and the introduction of the Order of No Quarter, led by the Enchantress. So Shovel Knight must pick up his shovel again and go defend the world from evil. Original, right? Doesn't really matter. The game is a love letter to 8 and 16-bit games of years ago. So, just a map screen. You make your way through the levels using your shovel is pretty much like a shield. The checkpoints there can either be used as checkpoints, or as you saw, you can break them and get jewels out of them. Money is essentially your you don't have lives per se. How the game works is you accrue gold, and it's the gold is any jewels or anything valuable. Just that's how you get gold. It's not necessarily look like gold, but all the jewels are gold as well, if you will. And when you die, a certain amount of your gold is taken away, and as long as you have some money, you can keep coming back. The game will continue to take away a fraction of your gold every time you die. That's the penalty. It's just losing currency, because you do need gold for your lives, if you will, and to purchase upgrades and things, life upgrades, magic upgrades, armor upgrades, things like that. And on the way, you'll also you have your shield, but then you'll also gain a wide variety of other abilities, like a hook you can throw, a gauntlet that lets you punch and propel yourself, all types of different things. So the game really does a good job of mixing up your weaponry, which is offensive, and it also it can be a conveyance for certain portions of the game. And you also pick up musical sheets and give them to the town bard, who will sort of add those on to the music tracks that you're able to select from. Meal tickets, which are rather expensive, are also available to augment your life. On the way, you'll encounter several of them: Plague Knight and Propeller Knight and various different knights, if you will. And there's also optional boss battles that you just saw, enemies that you'll encounter on the map screen. And you can see some of the influences, like clearly this is, if you remember the large fish enemy from Mega Man 2. So you can see where some of the influence came from, but that's not a knock against Yacht Club games at all, because this game is just simply fantastic. What is new in these versions are some extra content that cannot be found in the original. This game came out on Steam last year and on the Wii U, and however, I don't think they're going back and creating any extra content. The PS4 version, however, does include Kratos, which is a very welcome surprise. And once you gain access to find where Kratos is, you can fight him, and if you do defeat him successfully, you will unlock some armor. Kratos is no slouch, though. Kratos is pretty tough, so I have yet to unlock that armor, but I will. The Kratos battle is pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe you get Chaos armor, because he has Blades of Chaos, so yeah, he's pretty crazy. You fight him, I think, in about 2 or 3 different forms. in your boss battle with him. So that's pretty cool content to get. The game is already fantastic, but the fact that the little extras make a big difference. And it was sort of a surprise to everyone that it was announced that the Xbox One version would feature the Battletoads. And having played both additional content for both versions, I kind of lean towards the Xbox One version. Nostalgia purposes, I'm not a huge Battletoads fan, but I do like the character despite the game being pretty much impossible for me. But you fight through actual like portions of stages that are modeled after stages from the Battletoads game, which is fantastic. So you get the boss battles throughout the stages. I mean, you have the speed tunnel. I'm probably saying that wrong. Level, which is pretty difficult, but in this game it's doable. But you get more content, I felt like, for the characters. It was pretty cool. It's nice seeing both, but I feel like if you have both systems and you're trying to figure out which one, if you don't have a Vita or a PlayStation TV, well, I guess you don't have a Vita, I would say get the Xbox One version, because the Battletoads content, there's a little more of it. You get Toad gear once you defeat them. They're pretty much there to sort of train you. You're not really fighting against them like as antagonists. They're sort of training you to hone your skills, if you will, and make you a better fighter. But either way, both the additional content is pretty cool. You really can't lose. If you're still here watching this, I'll check out a review I did for Velocity 2X for the PlayStation 4 and the Vita, and I did a review of Mousecraft. I think I reviewed the PlayStation 4 version of that. Very different games. Yeah, there's hundreds of more videos to check out. If you check out the YouTube page here, or go to GameEnthus.com. It's a podcast there, a lovely podcast if I say so myself. So yeah, like something, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. I could always use more subscribers. I guess that's about it. I don't know. Play more games.